Hopefully this isn't a super long video, but my ancestors brought up rage again and how they've demonized rage and just weaponized the use of rage, especially when it's used by niggas who shouldn't. I don't know how to describe it, because rage is a very powerful thing, but rage is like, there are people who actually deserve to be enraged, and the people who deserve to be enraged aren't as enraged as they should be. And they really demonize the idea of what our rage can look like, because they're like, you shouldn't take revenge, you know, we just gonna. But when you think about it, it's not revenge, it's defense. What makes you think that these niggas should get away with all the shit that they've done? Peace. Niggas want to keep the peace. Whose peace? Whose peace are we keeping? The whole time when you sweeping shit under the rug to keep the peace. But it's like, when you sweep shit under the rug, whose peace are we keeping? Because last time I checked, if you're the one who's a recipient of maybe oppression, and let's say you rise out of it, and now you can finally commune in the very things that were taken from you, or the very things that you weren't allowed to. It's like, is that truly enough? Like, it makes me question, like, whether when Black people get to the top and they're successful, whether or not they feel like that's enough. And I wonder if they don't, whether they realize that's like kind of ancestral, rising above all the bullshit that has been done to our people is only a small portion of what it is that we're really supposed to do. Like, we're supposed to use that rage. Like, we're supposed to use that rage. And that's why they demonize emotions. But all of a sudden, when it's coming from a man, rage all of a sudden isn't a valid emotion. Rage is only valid when it's used by someone deemed worthy of having rage, or deemed worthy of using it because they know how to use it. The whole time they don't. Time is shown. Life has shown. Reality has shown that men have no goddamn business using rage for shit. They don't know how to use the shit properly, but they make it seem like women don't. They make it seem like women are so emotional that we don't make sane choices, and that we don't know how to utilize or be conscious enough in situations to not let our emotions overtake us, when in reality we are the ones who know how to use our emotions. Y'all don't. Which is why we've had bullshit for centuries. Men don't know shit about using rage. They don't know how to actually use that shit properly. And white people don't either. White people have used their rage for the most bullshit slavery, for one. The very motherfuckers who've enslaved my people, beat, lynched, killed, ate, took the skin off, did just so much evil shit with rage. But it's like, they have no fucking right using that rage. But when it's our turn to use rage, all of a sudden it's not justified, or all of a sudden we shouldn't take revenge, we should take the high road. When have they ever? And it's not about us taking a high road. It's not about being better than them. It's not about them at all. It's about seeing what has happened, seeing what is continuing to happen, and doing something about it, and realize that your rage is actually one of the most powerful things that you can use. Like, rage gets shit done. It gets shit done, especially when it's used by those who have the right to use it. Like, it gets me, because niggas make it seem like I'm really speaking about Black women right now, because being both a woman and being both Black, they've not only demonized women for being emotional and us not knowing how to be in control with our emotions. Whole time, we are the very fucking beings on this planet who know how to use our rage for the very things that need to get done. Women know how to use rage. Men don't. Like I said, the times have shown. Black people, we know how to use our fucking rage. We know how to make shit. and turn that. We know how to turn shit into gold. Quite literally. Just like I don't know if I made a video about it, but I remember when I made a video about how the shit that black people have done with poverty is insane. Like, we've made poverty something that these white niggas want to be a part of. Now, you like hood culture. Like, the things, like, what is it about my people? But anyways, it's like, rage is justified. Revenge is justified by people who deserve to use it. Like, it's not about revenge, really. It's about defense. Like, if somebody throw a rock at you, and you get hit, you're like, damn, that's all right, that's fine, it didn't affect me, I'm going about my business. No, bitch, hit that bitch with a fucking boulder. How about that? Since you want to throw rocks, I'm gonna throw one too, and my shit gonna be 10 times bigger as yours. Since you want to throw fucking rocks and shit. But like, I also wrote this down too, because my ancestors were telling me about how beautiful my rage is, and how powerful my rage is. And it just gave me like a whole new outlook on the way, like, the conditioning, like I said, is just crazy. But they were like, I forget what their words were exactly, but they were like, the shit that I can do with my rage. My rage gets shit done. And that's one of the reasons why people are gonna hate me so much, is because I'm gonna be, I don't know how to describe what I'm gonna be, but they were just talking about rage and whatnot, and how that's a very powerful thing. Like, but of course, in black women, rage is demonized. The angry black woman. You don't want to be the angry black woman, when you actually should be the angry black woman. You really should. You really should be the angry black woman. Being the angry black woman gets shit done. It gets shit done. Be the angry black woman. Fuck what anybody else got to say. And that's what we need to get to, is just not giving a fuck about what these bitches got to say. Like, I don't give a fuck about being the angry black woman. I am angry. And that's what fucking gets me. It's like, why wouldn't I be angry? Why wouldn't I? Why the fuck wouldn't I be angry? Women got every right to be angry. Black women have every fucking right to be angry. Yet y'all bitches try to make it seem like being angry is something that shouldn't be honorable, or something that is like, you know, it's like, nah, bitch, I deserve to be angry. My anger is justified. The shit y'all do to black women, what are we talking about? Why wouldn't I be an angry black woman? Why wouldn't I? But for some reason, when a white man's angry, that shit is just so valid. That shit is so fucking valid, and y'all can just sweep the shit under the rug and act like these niggas just deserve every right of anger that they got. Man, that's bullshit. Straight bullshit. Fucking demonizing my anger. 1 second. Okay, so I think I found it, but pretty much I remember them saying how men drive with anger. And the thing they were telling me that I do is, like, you don't drive with it, like, you transmute this shit. That's the very fucking thing that makes anger so powerful within black women, especially, is that we don't drive with it. We know how to transmute that shit to get shit done, you know? But they were just basically explaining to me that I transmute anger into so much power. I don't know. Yeah, I forget. I don't know where. I think it's something more too, but I can't find it. But yeah, pretty much it's just like, black women know how to use our anger. We know how to use it. These niggas are the ones that don't. You got every right to be angry, because we know black women know not. Oh, and it's shown in so much shit. Like, black women don't drive with anger. Men do. Men drive with anger. Women do not drive with anger. We really don't. Collectively, we don't. And especially black women. White people drive with anger. Come on. Not only do men drive with anger, but white people drive with anger. Black people don't. Women don't. Collectively. Obviously, I'm not talking about it on an individual level, but when you think about it, the most capable person of using anger to the best of our ability is a black woman. You're black and you're a woman. You would know what it means to be angry and know how to turn that shit into power. You would know. Because you're a black woman. You would know. But they've made us seem and feel as though that we don't know how to control our emotions whole time is y'all. You're projecting. You're projecting. Women know how to transmute anger into something that's not going to destroy the fucking world. And burn everyone in it. And black women and black people also know how to not do that. We ain't the ones that enslaved bitches for centuries. We ain't the ones that colonized every fucking thing. We ain't the ones that did all this other bullshit out of anger and just drove with that shit and just was doing whatever the fuck we wanted to do. We weren't doing that shit, and we still ain't doing that shit even after all the bullshit that they've done to us. But it's like, now we need to. Now we need to know how to use that anger and actually turn it into something. And while not just transmuting it and elevating ourselves, but also giving these bitches a run for their money. Like, y'all think that's what they were telling me too. They were like, white people cannot get away with what they've done to our people, and they're not gonna get away with it. They're not. You think black people rising is it? And that's what they were telling me, is like, because I had an experience with some white spirits that were all up in my grill, and long story short, I ended up getting them out of here, right? But my ancestors were telling me, they got me to this point of rage, of anger, where it was like, I was just thinking about the sheer audacity to come up in my space and try to fuck with me. Like, it really angered me so bad. Like, I was so angry, and I'm just like, the audacity to continuously keep fucking with our people. Like, you had the audacity to come up in my fucking space and fuck with my mental and fuck with my shit. You're getting fucked. Because mind you, they got away, and I let it go, because now they weren't fucking with me. I remember who I was. I remember I was safe. I remember they couldn't touch me. And then I left it at that. They got away. Cool. But my ancestors brought me back to it. They were like, you know, they don't have to get away with that. Like, they actually wanted you to stay complicit in thinking that you shouldn't use your anger, so they wouldn't get their ass fucked with. When in reality, yeah, I'm free. I've been free the whole time, and I'm glad I remember that. But it's like, now you deserve to know what it means to fuck with people for no reason, for your own disgusting ass needs and propaganda. Like, the audacity to think that you were gonna get away with coming into my space and fucking with me just because I was okay. Like, yes, she's okay. It's good now. She's fine. No, bitch. Now you're gonna get fucked. Now you're fucked right in the ass. Because why are you fucking with me? Like, no, you're these niggas actually aren't supposed to get away with shit, whether you realize that or not. And I think, and I know black women are some of the most capable people of issuing justice. We know what to do. And that's another thing I wrote too, because my ancestors revealed some really, let's just say, not pretty things about my lineage and the things that have happened to the women that are not only my ancestors and are on the other side, but also who are alive, including myself, which I'm not gonna say the specifics of because that sucks. But okay, 1 second. As I look for what I'm looking for, I feel like a really good example of what I mean by not letting niggas get away with shit just because you are, well, technically they weren't even free yet. But anyways, I watched Blink Twice. Is that Blink Twice? With Channing Tatum, thing that was like directed by Zoe Kravitz or something like that. Yeah, that movie. The women ain't let them niggas get away with shit. And they weren't supposed to. But yeah. I feel like that was a good way of what I was talking about. 1 second. Oh, okay. So they were talking about how basically I have every right it's much deeper than I think I know. Get them all, they deserve it. But it was just really getting me to understand that I had nothing to feel like guilty for when it came to not only like, because just because I'm free from whatever doesn't necessarily mean they deserve to get away with the things that they've done. And so they were like, it's a defense, not revenge. Like, it is what it is. It's just defense. You're supposed to. They deserve it. They deserve it. You have every right. Nothing to feel guilty about. You know, I just think that's a good example of just black people in general, but especially black women. Like, these niggas ain't supposed to get away with shit. Not only are you supposed to free yourself, but you're also meant to show what it means to fuck with somebody for no fucking reason. Like, now you're gonna get fucked. Not only am I free, but you're gonna know what it feels like to not be free. But yeah, that was a random little rant, but I wanted to talk about that too because they had brought it up. But yes, I love y'all again. Love you guys so much. Bye bye.